There is a moment that almost every man experiences at some point in his life. You are talking to a woman, spending time with her, sharing conversations, maybe even laughing together. And something feels different. There is a certain energy between you, a certain tension, a feeling that there might be something more, but at the same time, her behavior feels confusing. One moment she seems interested, the next moment she becomes distant. Sometimes she smiles at you in a way that feels personal. Other times she acts as if nothing is happening at all. And this confusion leaves many men wondering the same question: does she actually like me, or am I imagining it? The truth is that attraction is not always obvious. In fact, many women intentionally hide their feelings when they start liking someone. Sometimes it's because they want to protect themselves emotionally. Sometimes it's because they are observing how a man behaves before revealing their interest. And sometimes it's simply because they don't want to appear too eager too quickly. This means that the signs of attraction are often subtle. They appear in small behaviors, small reactions, and quiet moments that most people overlook. But once you understand the psychology behind these signals, something interesting happens. You begin to notice patterns. The small things start making sense. The confusion slowly disappears, and you start seeing the emotional signals that were always there. Today on Decoded the Mind, we are going to explore 7 powerful signs that a woman secretly likes you but is trying to hide it. These are not the obvious signs everyone talks about. These are the subtle psychological signals that appear when a woman is interested but not ready to show it openly. And once you understand these signs, you will start recognizing them everywhere. The first sign she likes you but is trying to hide it is the way she pays attention to you when she thinks you're not noticing. Attraction naturally draws attention. When someone becomes emotionally curious about another person, their mind begins focusing on that person more often than they realize. A woman who secretly likes you may glance in your direction more frequently than usual. Sometimes these glances happen quickly, almost as if she looks away the moment you notice. Other times she might watch you during conversations with other people. These small moments of attention are not always conscious decisions. They are often instinctive responses driven by curiosity and emotional interest. What makes this behavior interesting is that she might act completely neutral when you directly interact with her. She may behave casually, speak normally, or even appear slightly distant. But when you observe the moments between interactions, the pattern becomes visible. Her attention keeps returning to you. The second sign she likes you but is trying to hide it is the way she remembers small details about you. When someone occupies space in a person's thoughts, their brain naturally prioritizes information related to that person. This means she may remember small things you mentioned in past conversations, things most people would forget quickly. Perhaps you once mentioned your favorite food, a hobby you enjoy, or a place you want to visit someday. Weeks later, she might casually bring it up again as if it was a normal detail in conversation. To many men, this might seem like a simple coincidence, but psychologically, it reveals something deeper. Memory is closely connected to emotional interest. When someone remembers the small things about you, it often means your presence has a stronger impact on their mind than they openly show. The third sign she secretly likes you is the way she reacts when you give attention to other women. Human emotions have a natural response to perceived competition. When a woman feels emotionally curious about a man, seeing him interact closely with other women can create subtle reactions. She may suddenly become quieter. She may observe the interaction more carefully. Sometimes she may even try to join the conversation in small ways. These reactions are not always dramatic or obvious. In many cases, they appear as brief changes in behavior, a shift in tone, a moment of silence, or a slightly more focused attention on what is happening. These reactions often happen because the possibility of losing someone's attention activates deeper emotional instincts. Even if she has not openly admitted her feelings, part of her mind is already evaluating the importance of your presence in her life. Another powerful sign she secretly likes you is the way she initiates small conversations without clear reasons. When someone wants to interact with you but doesn't want to appear too obvious, they often create small opportunities for conversation. She might ask simple questions she could easily answer herself. She might comment on something around you just to start talking. Or she may send messages that seem casual but create space for longer conversations. What makes these interactions interesting is that they often appear random at first, but over time a pattern becomes clear. She finds reasons to interact with you again and again. These small moments of connection gradually build familiarity and emotional comfort. Another sign she likes you but is hiding it is the way she reacts to your humor. Laughter plays a powerful role in human attraction. When someone feels emotionally comfortable around you, they are more likely to laugh, smile, and engage with your playful energy. A woman who secretly likes you may react more positively to your humor than others around you. Even small jokes might receive warm reactions. What's important to understand is that laughter in these moments is not only about the joke itself, it is often about the emotional atmosphere created by the interaction. Your presence becomes associated with positive feelings, and those feelings naturally express themselves through smiles and laughter. One of the most interesting signs of hidden attraction appears when a woman becomes slightly nervous or different around you compared to other people. Emotional interest can create subtle tension. This tension sometimes shows up as small behavioral changes. She might speak a little faster, she might adjust her posture more often, she might become quieter than usual in certain moments. These reactions happen because attraction activates awareness. When someone cares about how they are perceived, they naturally become more conscious of their behavior. The final sign she likes you, but is trying to hide it, is the way she keeps the connection alive over time. Attraction is not just about one conversation or one moment. It reveals itself through consistency. If she repeatedly finds ways to reconnect with you, whether through conversations, messages, or shared moments, it suggests that your presence holds value in her emotional world. Someone who is not interested usually allows connections to fade naturally. But when interest exists, even if hidden, the connection tends to reappear again and again. And this is where many men misunderstand female behavior. They often expect attraction to appear in dramatic gestures or obvious declarations. But in reality, genuine interest often reveals itself through subtle patterns of attention, curiosity, and repeated interaction. When you begin noticing these patterns, something fascinating happens. The confusion disappears. Instead of wondering what someone feels, you start understanding the emotional signals hidden beneath their actions. And sometimes those quiet signals tell a much deeper story than words ever could.